Hi, welcome back to the In Between. I'm Camille. Well, congratulations. You've done it. You've walked the path of change. And from this perspective, looking back, you see a lot. And one of the things you can see is that in the beginning, when you were cracked open, you were hurting, you were drifting, confused, in pain. You privately asked yourself, does my life actually matter? Like, why am I going through all of this? What is this pain? What is this heartbreak? What is this suffering all about? What's it for? And those questions live deep inside you as you walked, because you had the guts and the courage to take that next step, even though you didn't know and nothing was clear. You had the courage to wake up the next day and go through your life. And at night, when you prayed that soon, you hope, there would be an answer to one, if not all of those questions, you believed. And so here you are at the moment of having that answer. This is the bigger story. At this point in the journey, when you have matured, you've changed, you've become a different version of yourself, you see life through a different lens, you've burned your victim card and you're stepping in to your full capacity as the co-creator of your life, you're feeling more confident, you have greater clarity. This is the moment when you're able to look back in hindsight and see that everything matters because you and I are a part of a bigger story. And we are one thread in the tapestry of humanity. That there comes a point in this journey when we realize that the work we've been doing is not just for ourselves, but maybe it's for those that came before us that couldn't finish. And most definitely for those in front of us. Because we hope that by doing this work so mindfully, so intentionally, that perhaps they will have less work to do. That is the bigger story. This profound realization that every choice we make, every choice you've made along the way, as you've awakened to the greater truth of this journey that is the in-between, that it's not just the space between endings and beginnings, that it's not just the space between who you were and who you are becoming, but it is the walk home to yourself. And when you arrive, lo and behold, you find everyone else there. It is so deeply meaningful to me to be having this realization with you in real time. I've come to realize that the in-between has wisdom in it, that the change cycle wasn't just about the structure of change. The inner landscape wasn't just about how we feel inside when we're going through the change cycle, that the helpers weren't just guides and guidance along the way, that the invitation wasn't just there to stretch our thinking and our belief system so we could look at life from a fresh new perspective, that the unseen forces have been more than this cosmic realization that there is a presence that we can't see, but is definitely working on our behalf. From this perspective, we can see that all of this has been preparing us to be conscious creators of our lives, to be participating not just in our own growth and transformation, but for all people everywhere in a conscious and meaningful way. That to me is so profound. And I've really needed to sit with this a bit because, like I say, I've been having these realizations with you in real time as we've been walking this path together. And to realize now, after these many weeks together, that this map holds a wisdom that is beyond both you and I is everything. And that is why I've come to realize that with this awareness, with this deep realization, with this profound understanding that our life matters because every life matters, that our life is part of a bigger story because there is a vast and meaningful purpose to all of this, even greater than we're realizing right now. With this understanding, we are now given the opportunity to go back and to look at the in-between from this fresh perspective, from this higher and this more expansive realization of what it's been all about. And so I've come to realize that is what I want to do. I want to go back. I want to look at the 5 areas of change with this wisdom, with this realization, to see what else might be nestled inside these profound areas on the journey of who we were to who it is that we are becoming. So I want to give you a couple of days to go back and to either watch a video you haven't had a chance to watch, or perhaps there's a video you didn't watch, but now it resonates with you and you're ready to watch it, or simply review a few that are more meaningful to you now than ever before. And then we are going to go back together with this fresh perspective, this newly seeded and realized wisdom, to see what else might be waiting for us in the in-between. Thank you so much for being a part of this extraordinary experience. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. It's grown so much, and I appreciate that because it helps more people find us and walk with us. Thank you for your comments. It's so wonderful to hear from you and to know what it is you're going through. And of course, the likes. I appreciate you and everything that we have done together. And I'm so looking forward to continuing this journey together. Thanks for watching.